Welcome to Mathotropism. Three girls, Reshma, Salma, and Mandeep, are playing a game by standing on a circle of radius 5 meter drawn in a park. So, three girls are standing on a circle of radius 5 meter. So, first I will draw a circle with center O, and I will position three girls, Reshma, Salma, and Mandeep, in such a way that they are standing on the circle. Reshma throws a ball to Salma, Salma to Mandeep, and Mandeep to Reshma. So the path which the ball is going to follow, I am just going to put it as a straight line. So from Reshma to Salma, Salma to Mandeep, and Mandeep to Reshma, I am going to draw lines. If the distance between Reshma and Salma and between Salma and Mandeep is 6 meter each. So now if I take Reshma as R, Salma as S, and Mandeep as M, the distance between R and S is 6 meter, and the distance between S and M is also 6 meter. What is the distance between Reshma and Mandeep? So it means I need to find the distance between R and M. I drew this way, but it is quite possible that I can draw Reshma and Mandeep and Salma in such a way that all the three are given as in the next figure. So here what has happened is my center was in between the triangle of RSM in the first case, and here the triangle RSM is above O. So I have to now consider two cases because I don't know which one a child might draw. So I'm going to take the two cases and explain you. So first we need to understand what is given and identify the concept with which we are going to find the value. So we have been given a circle of radius 5 meter, and also RS equal to SM is equal to 6 meter. We need to find RM. So I am going to join first OR, OS and OM. When we are seeing, we can see that RSM is making a triangle, and I am now have to find the value of RM. And as previously mentioned in the other sums from this exercise, we know that when a triangle is coming and a circle is coming, generally we need to prove or find the lengths using congruency. That will be the easiest way. Now, how do we find the congruency here? We need RM, so we will try to make the length into two equal halves using the theorems which we have learnt in this chapter. So what I will do now is I will extend OS to P, which is intersecting RM at P. So here I need to prove the congruency of triangle RSP and PSM. Now when I see these two triangles, I know SP is common and RS is equal to SM, which is equal to both are 6 meter. And since we don't know RM, I cannot use SSS congruency. So I need to only, when I have two sides, I need to at least prove that the included angle is the same. So now which is the included angle between RS and SP? It is angle RSP. So I need to prove that the angle RSP and PSM are both equal. And now we need to prove this by taking another set of triangles which we can see. We can see OSM and OSR. Now these two triangles, just by looking at them itself, we can see that we have OS as common, OR and OM as 5 meter, and we know that RS is equal to SM. So by directly SSS congruency, we will get that both the triangles RSO and MSO are congruent. So if these two are congruent, automatically the angles will be congruent. So we get RSP angle is equal to angle MSP. Now once we have got that, we can now prove that triangle, the bigger triangle RSP is congruent to PSM. Now since these two have come as congruent, so what happens? It means that RP is equal to PM, and also we can directly write SPR will be equal to angle SPM, which is equal to 90 degree, because both are forming a linear pair. Or we can also take, since OP is making RM cut into two equal halves, it means then from the theorem that alternately a line joining the midpoint and the center, midpoint of a chord to the center is perpendicular to that chord. So either way we can prove, since here we can directly prove by 90 degrees since both angles are equal and they form a linear pair. I have taken that. But if you want to introduce a theorem, we can as well use that theorem here. We will take RP is x meter, and we will take OP as the unknown. And now since we need to find the values of x and y, we know that whenever how many number of unknowns are there, those many number of equations should be formed to find those unknowns. So here, since there are two unknowns x and y, I need form two equations. So two right angle triangles we have from RSP right angle triangle and ORP. So using these both we will write or find the value of x and y. Now when I take the triangle RSP, my right angle is at angle P, so it means SR is my hypotenuse. So RS square is equal to RP square plus PS square. So this is nothing but 6 square is equal to x square plus 5 plus y the whole square. Similarly, when I take ORP, I have x square plus y square is equal to 5 square. So since we have two equations and two unknowns, when we are equating these two and solving them, we can get x, and we know RM is nothing but twice of RP, so which is nothing but twice of x. So from that we can find the value of x. So now we will continue to find the solution for the case 1. So what has happened, I am just going to form equations after giving what is given. So given is RS is equal to SM is equal to 6 meter, and OS is equal to OR is equal to OM is equal to the radius, which is 5 meter. Now we need to find RM. So first as I told you, we need to find the congruency. So we will be taking the triangle in such a way that we can make RM split into two equal halves. So I will be joining OS by extending it to intersect RM at P. Now we need to take the triangles. We already know, because we need to prove the angles are equal, as we have seen in that understanding part. So first I will go with the triangle OSR and OSM. So here what will happen, OR and OM are both radius, OS is common. So as a result, RS is equal to SM is equal to 6 meter. So therefore by SSS congruency we can prove that OMS is congruent to triangle ORS. So indirectly angle OSR is equal to angle OSM, which is nothing but the total angle PSR is equal to angle PSM. So we will keep this as equation 3, and now we will take the bigger triangles RSP and PSM. Here again RS is equal to SM, and also SP is common. Angle PSR is equal to angle PSM. So by SAS congruency we get that triangle MSP is congruent to triangle RSP. Now since these two are congruent, the lengths are also equal. So RP will be equal to PM. Also the angle RPS will be equal to angle SPM. Since both are equal and it is a linear pair, it means it will be 180 by 2, which is equal to 90 degree. We have two right angled triangles. So let us take RP as X, which is also equal to RM. OP is equal to Y. Now when we take triangle OPR, we know that OR square is equal to OP square plus RP square. So 5 square is Y square plus X square, which implies X square plus Y square is 25. Next, when we take triangle RSP, RS square is equal to SP square plus OPR square by the Pythagoras theorem. So as a result, 36 6 square is equal to, when I take the total length SP, it comes to 5 plus Y. So 5 plus Y the whole square plus of X square. So this comes to 36 is equal to 25 plus Y square plus 10Y plus X square, which is nothing but A plus B the whole square formula, which is A square plus B square plus 2ab. Now from equation 4 we already know that x square plus y square is 25, so I'll substitute that. So that comes to 10y plus 50 is equal to 36. So since 10y plus 50 is 36, I get 10y is 36 minus 50, which is minus 14. So y is minus 1.4. So why did it come as a negative? Means it shows us that actually the P point should be in between O and S, not beyond OS. So it means the case 1 which we had drawn is actually wrong. We should have drawn it like the case 2, but it is not a problem since it is a length and we are going to find x where the squaring of y comes into picture, so we can continue. This is just for making you understand that the way we drew is wrong. We should have taken RM in such a way that well beyond the center. So it should have actually, the P point should have been actually between O and S. So the case 2 was the correct diagram. So now x square is equal to, from equation 4 we get 25 minus of y square, but y square is 1.96, so it comes to 23.04, and since we need to take x, it is nothing but square root of 23.04. Now when we take the square root, we will use the long division method. There we will write 23.04. We will be pairing it before the decimal and after the decimal. So before the decimal 23 becomes a pair. Now whose square is less than 23? 4 square, because 4 square is 16, 5 square comes to 25. So I need to write 4 as the divisor as well as the quotient and write 16 first. So when I write 16, 23 minus 16 is 7, and then I bring down the 04 and I get 7.04. Write the divisor for the next step. Take the already existing quotient into 2. So 4 into 2 is 8 is the divisor now, and I need to add a number in such a way that here both in the divisor as well as in the quotient, such that when I multiply that should come to 704. So I will now write it as 0.8. So 8.8 into 0.8 will give me 7.04. So therefore I found that x is equal to 4.8 meter. Now since RM is twice of x, so this comes to 2 into 4.8, which is equal to 9.6 meter. So this is the method in which we have used Pythagoras theorem. If you want to know more about the long division method, you can see the video which I have given in the description as well as now, which I am showing you now. So now we will continue with the case 2, where we had drawn RM well between O and S. So given is a circle of radius 5 meter, RS and SM are 6 meter. We join RM as well as OR, OS and OM, where OS is intersecting RM at P. Now again same thing we are going to follow. We need to find that RM is divided into equal halves, RP and PM. So for that we need to prove with congruency. We can continue like the old case, or here since already we have that RS and SM are equal, instead of proving ORS and OSM's congruency for finding the included angle, we can directly write that RS is equal to SM. So equal chords subtend equal angles at the center. That is what we have already seen. So when we take that, it comes to angle SOR is equal to SOM. Now why did we do this? Because included angle we have to make it as equal. We also know that OM and OR are the radius which is equal to 5 meters. OP is common, and we have already proven angle POR is equal to angle POM. So the triangles are congruent. So as a result, RP is going to be equal to RM. Now since RP is equal to RM, we also have already seen that angle OPR will be equal to angle OPM. We can prove this either by writing them as a linear pair, or line joining the center to the center of the circle to the midpoint of the chord is actually a perpendicular to the chord. So either way we can right. We'll take two triangles, right angled triangles, and try to prove x and y. So here again I am taking the triangle OPR and SPR. So when I am taking OPR and SPR, we will write by Pythagoras theorem, RS square is equal to RP square plus PS square. So that comes to 6 square is x square plus 5 minus y square. Here because it is coming in between, total is 5. 5 minus y will give me the balance SP. Similarly from ORP, 5 square is equal to x square plus y square. So the same way which we had done the previous case one, this similar steps we will be using for this case also. So now forming equations and trying to solve, we get given is RS is equal to SM is equal to 6 meter, OS is equal to OR is equal to OM is equal to 5 meter, which is the radius. So we need to find RM, and I've already told you we need to prove congruency. So I am joining OS in such a way that it is intersecting at P. So I will take triangles OMP and triangle OPR. Both OM and OR are the radius. OS is common. When we are considering, we cannot consider RP is equal to PM to prove by SSS. So we need to take the included angle. Which is the included angle? Angle MOP is equal to angle POR. That we need to prove. But we know that angle SOR is equal to angle SOM, since equal chords subtend equal angles at the center. So alternately the included angle also has become equal. So as a result, by SAS congruency, my triangle OMP is congruent to triangle ORP. Again, either I can use the perpendicular theorem of the circle, or angle OPR is equal to angle OPM. So both are 90 degree. So RP is equal to PM. Similar with the previous case, here again I am going to draw the two triangles separately, ORP and SPR. Again OS is 5 and OP is y, so my SP will be equal to 5 minus y. When I take triangle OPR, OP square plus RP square is equal to OR square. This is by the Pythagoras theorem. So again y square plus x square is 5 square, which is 25. We will keep it as an equation 6. Again taking the other triangle SPR, we have SP square plus RP square is equal to SR square. So 5 minus y the whole square plus x square is equal to 6 square, which is equal to 36. Now x square plus y square minus 10y is 36 minus 25. So that comes to 10y is equal to 14. Now similarly y will come as 1.4 meter, and as we have already done in the previous step, I will just copy the one from the case 1. So I get x is equal to root of 5 square minus 1.4 the whole square, which is equal to 4.8 meter. Our RM will be twice of 4.8, which is equal to 9.6 meter. Now apart from this, we can also use another method for solving this case. We got x by doing long division method, but there's an easier method than this. It is important that we try to use the concepts which we have learned this year. The best method will be actually the last method which I am going to teach you now, which is the area method. Now in this area method, this is the one which has been given in the textbook also, so I think this would be preferred by the examining authorities. So here it's actually quite easy, a little bit difficult to understand in the beginning, but if you see, this is the fastest way in which we can finish this sum, because in the previous case we had to do twice Pythagoras theorem, equate the two equations. Here nothing like that is coming, and we don't need to do the long division method also. only thing, this is the area method. So you must remember that we are going to find the area of the triangle in two different ways and then equate them. That's the only thing we are going to do. So all the similar parts are the same, where we have proven that RP will be equal to PM. So that is the step 4 of the understanding the concept, which we have already seen twice. So I'll go with the next step. What is the next step? Now we have found that RP is equal to PM and angle OPR is equal to angle OPM, and both are 90 degrees. Now as I told you, we are going to use the area method. So we will take a triangle and try to find the area in two different ways. So one triangle, I know that I got a 90 degree by RP being 90 perpendicular to OS. Now what is the area of a triangle? Half into base into height. Now we can take in this triangle that RP is the height and OS is the base. So that way we can find that half into x into 5. This part is very clear. Is there any other base and height which we can find? We already know that RS is what? RS is the chord of a circle, and also RSP, I can draw a perpendicular, it is going to split it into two equal halves. So there again I can have a base and a height, and I can find the height because if I draw a perpendicular, I know the hypotenuse is 5 centimeter. I know that RS is going to get split into two equal halves. So my RS, when it is getting split, will be split into two 3-meter parts. So what I will do now is I am going to draw a perpendicular OQ to RS. So this is nothing but I will be using the theorem that the perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. So as a result, what happens to RS? It is split into RQ and SQ, which are both equal to 3 meter. Now I will draw the diagram separately for you to understand, where here now my vertex is O and my RS is the base. OQ is the height which we need to find. I know that RQ is 3 and OR is 5. So by Pythagoras theorem, 3 square plus OQ square will give me 5 square. So that is nothing but OQ is nothing but root of OR square minus RQ square, which is root of 5 square minus 3 square. So root of 25 minus 9, which is equal to root of 16, which comes to 4 meter. So now the same triangle with R as the vertex and OS as the base, I have half into base into height, which is half into 5 meter into x. Similarly, with O as the vertex and RS as the base, I have half into base into height, so half into 6 into 4. So equating these two, I can find value of RP, which is nothing but x. So once we find x, RM is nothing but twice of x. So that means here we will be using this method. I am continuing with the fifth part, where I have already proven that the two angles are equal and RP is equal to PM. So what will happen? Now I am going to draw OQ perpendicular to RS. So when I'm drawing OQ perpendicular to RS, RQ is equal to QS is equal to 3 meter, because the perpendicular to a chord bisects the chord. Now I'm going to take first the triangle OR. OR square is equal to OQ square plus RQ square. So OQ is nothing but root of OR square minus of RQ square, which is equal to root of 5 square minus 3 square, which comes to 4 meter. Now I will keep this as equation 6. When I continue for finding the area of the triangle ORS, first with R as the vertex and OS as the base, I have RP as x. I don't know RP, so half into 5 into RP is one equation, and the other equation is half, where I take the vertex as O and the base as RS. There again the height is 4 and the base is RS, which is 6. So as a result, it comes to half into 6 into 4. So keeping these equations, I am going to equate them and find the value of x. So what happens? Half into 6 into 4 is 12 meter square. So half into 5 into RP is equal to 12. So RP is nothing but 24 by 5, which is equal to 4.8 meter. RS is equal to 2 into RP, which is 9.6 meter. So any method we do, we get the same answer. But the last method is a bit easier because you don't need to find the square root of a number using the long division method. Thank you.